Hello, this is Mark Hilliard from Beyond 20. Today I'd like to talk about the task pane and the lack of task pane in the web client for Cherwell Service Management. If you're like me and you like to put a lot of actions over in the task pane, you'll find that a lot of your customers or users I should say, that do not like to use the standalone client or must use the browser client for OS reasons, don't have access to those actions by default. And what I'm talking about here are the actions you can add to incidents, changes, problems in the task pane itself. There are some basic ones that come out of the box, and of course you can add as many as you'd like here. But again, all of these become completely inaccessible in the web client, unless they're in a global folder of one steps that you can then point people to. I like to go one step further, and I like to actually duplicate this list in the toolbar. Now, again, this is a bit tedious as I have to recreate each of these in the other toolbar action set, but it can be very helpful for your technicians, especially those that have to use the web client, again, for OS reasons. So if I wanted to say ping system, but I wanted that from the toolbar, well, I have to go and add an action, create that one-step action, go here, ping system, click OK. And then what I like to do here is I like to make this only visible when you're in the web client, basically, rather than making it visible both the web client and the smart client, as it would be sort of redundant in the smart client. Usually I'll just build a custom expression here. If I'm going to do a lot of them, I just create a named expression, just put it in my blueprints. Here it is, in browser only, and then simply use one of our very handy system functions, is in browser. Actually, I could say is in browser technician client to be very specific, but of course the toolbar is not available to the portal, so either of those will work. But once I've clicked that, I create it, ta-da. Now it'll only show up when I'm in the browser. It doesn't show up in the smart client. The smart client still has the task pane on the left, and now ping system is available very quickly and easily to both. Now, one of the other items that I do like to do here is to show the text on the button. By default, it'll just be the image, and that might not be particularly meaningful to your technicians, so I like to add the text. One caveat there, of course, is you do have a limited amount of real estate, so if you don't want your toolbar wrapping around 3 or 4 times, probably want to keep that display text to a minimum that is still helpful to your users. So, again, you just have to recreate all the actions that you have in your task pane in a custom toolbar, and then they'll be available just as simply to your web client technicians as they are to your smart client technicians. I hope this has been helpful, and as always, please remember to subscribe to this channel, Beyond 20 LLC, and visit our website at www.beyond20.com.